Hi everyone, welcome to this Empower New Nurses show. I'm Dr. Miriam Smith, DNP. I'm excited that you're here today. Today's episode will be on mindfulness. What is mindfulness? Wow. Let me say first of all that we're living in a time when there are so many things happening. We have the war, we have COVID, we have the residue from COVID, we have catastrophes all over. People are saddened, people are just not feeling the way they used to be feeling, and they are anxious and they're not sure of what next. So there's some anxiety there, and people are just concerned. And so it goes for everyone, not just for the young nurses or the seasoned nurses or the interprofessional team. It's not just for it's just about everyone, every human being. And so I've just taken some time out to focus a little bit on mindfulness. And you might ask me, what is that? What does that mean? So I just want us to look at mindfulness as being aware. There's an awareness or there's consciousness of knowing yourself, what's going on within you, being aware of what's happening within both yourself and your surrounding or someone else. So that is important to know, especially now. And it has sworn, this study, there are many studies that have been done on mindfulness in the last decade. And so it has been empirically proven and supported that there are some benefits from practicing mindfulness. And so, as to alleviate some of the stressors, we can think of some of them that I've mentioned to reduce stress. Also, it has improved when you practice mindfulness, it improves the immune system functionality. It helps us to focus more. It boosts the memory, and also it helps for us to practice empathy. That is throwing yourself into that other person's feeling, seeing how from their perspective. So while doing that, it helps. It helps one to cope. I'll give maybe two or so practices how we can practice mindfulness. For example, just breathe in. Take some deep breaths. Inhale and exhale, and actually sensing those tense muscles, relaxing, and practice that. Practice some deep breathing and exhaling exercises in that. And when you're doing that, focus on the breathing. Don't be distracted by other things. So it's a mental training also of the mind to stay focused. Also, just think of someone observe your setting, your surrounding, your environment, and see what's happening around. And I take, for example, I would look in my garden, especially springtime right now, and I would observe my flowers, my tulips. Just stay and just notice. Just take that time out and focus. Don't be distracted. Just stay focused, and that also will help your mind to don't be doing any other thing at this time. Just stay, observe your flowers, or observe whatever you choose to. It's the water or whatever makes you relax. That you can focus on one thing at a time. So you have to block other things from coming in there. There are going to be distractions where you're going to block it mentally, intentional about that. And I'll say one last one, like you're interacting with someone, and there's this, for example, some of the information that the person has already talking about, and you have more information on that. It's a good habit in practicing mindfulness in this case that you would Acknowledge that the person knows that information, rather than you know the person knows that and you're going to get critical about it. There's no need for that. So you would say, be objective about it and say, for example, that person may have gotten a lot more information from somewhere else or some other resources than you actually have, rather than putting down, but you rather build up. So that is, rather than tearing apart and be negative, be positive about it. Give the person some credit. Say, okay, that person must have researched some more and have gotten added information. So with that in mind, if we should recap a little bit, that awareness, that consciousness of both yourself and your surrounding, and not being judgmental. And that can help as you go from day to day, as you practice that. It helps to boost your immune system, it decreases stress, and as we mentioned before, the studies have shown that you're improved in your well-being improvement, and we all need that. We all need that in this time. So my encouragement to you who are listening, that you'll share that with someone to encourage them to help alleviate some of the stress factors and the other things that causes a burden on individuals. All right? Thank you so much. I'm Dr. Miriam Smith. You can find me on YouTube at Miriam Amanda Smith, on Instagram, Podcast Mir, Podpal Miriam Smith, Facebook Miriam Smith. Thank you so much for listening. I enjoyed you coming on. I appreciate you coming on. Pass this information to others. I appreciate you. Have a good day. Thank you.